Because I spent 18 years of my working life as a journalist at the BBC, I know how frustrating it is when you're trying to find somebody to interview them and you cannot find them anywhere. You can't get their details anywhere. It's very, very frustrating. And as a journalist, I can tell you that if I can't find you, then I'm going to give up. I'm going to find somebody who's easier to find. So I think from a press point of view, it's really, really important as an author to make it easy to find and contact you. I've already explained that I think it's important to have a web presence, even if it's just a page with the basic details on. But also, I think it's important to have a press page, because I've been in the papers a couple of times. TV have contacted me as well for the Secret Bunker books. And when they do, they're busy people. They're usually on a tight deadline, which means they came in at 10 o'clock in the morning and they have to have something ready to run by about 6 o'clock at night, sometimes even earlier or faster than that. And they really haven't got the time to wait around for you to get your act together. So what I would recommend you do as part of your promotion and marketing is to pull together as good a press page as you possibly can to make it easy for the press, whether that's newspapers, whether it's TV, magazines, whoever it is. It might just be the local free rag that they hand out. It doesn't matter who it is. Make it easy for them. Don't make life difficult for them. The first part of that's being on the web in the first place, so they can put your name in, Fred Blogs author, and up you pop, and they can find out all about you and see whether you're the sort of person they want to talk to. But let's also then have a look at what a decent press page has that makes life much easier for these people. This is my press page on the Secret Bunker website, but I use this across all the sites. So if you went to the grid, if you went to my podcast, I use the same press page all the time because I'm the same person and the information's the same however you come to me. So on this press page, it's just a single page. You can access it from the menu. You don't have to go looking for it at all. You've just got all the basics that you need about me. So you've got a full article there about me on that page. You go there. It's all about me. It's got photographs. It's my About Me page, effectively. You've got 25 things you didn't know about Paul Teague. This is a blog post I did a long time ago, but it's got lots of interesting facts about me and things that I've done in my past, including the fact that my dad used to work with Cliff Richard before Cliff was famous. All sorts of things that the press might like to know. That's me dangling off the Humber Bridge on an abseil. So all those little bits and pieces that people might like to know. They'd make nice comments or asides in a newspaper article. So I created that page especially for that. Then we've also got my LinkedIn profile here. I mentioned right at the beginning of this series of promotional and marketing videos, I think it's really important to have a LinkedIn profile as an author. You can see all my author information over my LinkedIn profile there, but you can find out all about me. There's magazine mentions and bits and pieces there, all sorts of things about who I am and the people who've endorsed me. And again, from I think a newspaper's point of view, from a TV point of view, if they look for you and you look professional when they go looking for you, all of this is just going to help you. It's certainly not going to hinder you, that's for sure, but it may well hinder you if you don't have these things available. The next important thing is a contact page. Okay, so a contact page. Now, this is where I do have a little peculiarity that I actually prefer to be contacted by email rather than by telephone. I don't really like the telephone, but I do have a telephone number there. And although you'll never get straight through to me on that telephone number, what it does do is it sends your voicemail straight through to me wherever you are. And I get to them very, very quickly as you might do to a phone call. So I've got a contact me form. But I get that straight away. It comes straight through to my mobile phone, so there's no delay. It's the system I've set up that's quickest to get to me. You might be happy with the phone. I don't really like the phone sort of ringing with stranger calls. You've then got my Amazon author pages. I've already told you about the importance of these, but how credible does that make you look if they look for you on Amazon and you've just got this threadbare page with half a picture on and it's not really completed? It just doesn't look professional. And this is like a pincer movement. We can put all these simple things in place, and when people come looking for us, we can look absolutely great when they come looking for us online. So I've got both my author pages there. You've got my fiction and my non-fiction. And then this is the bit that I think people tend to forget: photographs. It's a real pain looking for photographs of people. I know this because I do a podcast, and in actual fact I won't interview anybody on my podcast unless they've got a proper author platform, because I don't have the time to sit there doing research for people. I'm a busy guy. I need to know whether you're going to make a great guest or not very quickly. So if you've got a website, you've got some social media presence, and I can read up and research on you really fast, that's going to fast track you to being a podcast guest. But if you've got none of that, then I'll generally pass you by. Now, photographs is something that I often struggle with, that I need to know whether these are copyright-free photographs that I can use, or whether there is a credit that needs to be given. So I've now got photographs that could use, and you'll see that up here I've put the copyright information on here. So click here for copyright clear photographs of author in the real secret bunker. Now here, this was a chap from the press who said I could use these, and I said he didn't insist on a photo credit, but I want to help him, so I've put a compulsory photo credit on there. The compulsory photo credit just says brackets Steve Brown. It will just say who took the photograph. But I've got other credits which are optional photo credits, but the key thing is these are copyright clear. Anybody can download those images and they could use them instantly. Now if I just show you what those images look like, incidentally I've just put book covers on there as well as author images. You've also got pictures of the book covers too. I don't want people to go hunting for this stuff because they're writing about me. This is what they're going to be looking for. So if we have a look at the ones that Nell did for me, these are big files by the way, so I've put them on Dropbox. It makes it a lot easier to access, and then you can download those files. There we go, and then we can open there. That's got author images in, and then I don't know whether this is good to show. There you go. You've just got loads of huge, good quality images that would work in magazines. If I just scroll through these, just lots of generic author images that we took, just so that you've got an image for every occasion there. You might have seen a few of these around in some of these Alliance of Independent Authors. Oh, that's a mean and moody one. Taken in the secret bunker. There we go. That's very mean and moody. So basically, I just want to make life easy for anybody who wants to write a blog post, feature me on a podcast, press, anybody. All I got to do when they book me in for an interview or say they're interested is send them that link. Now, the other thing about this is that as your author career builds, more and more people are going to ask you for this information. And to me, it's just a time-saving thing. If I take the time and the trouble once to create a page like this, forevermore, I can just keep sending people that link, and I'm not always chasing around for a decent photograph. This has really paid great dividends for me as an author because I did the work once and now I can just forget about it. So that's a press page. Now, you may not have access to all of these things. You may not have as many photographs as I've been fortunate enough to gather. But at the very least, let's have a page about you, all about you, that they can get all the basic details about where you were born, what you write, maybe what work you do in your day job, just little things like that, where you live, those sorts of things. And try and put at least a couple of really good quality photographs that the paper could use. They've got to be newspaper quality if you can. And then if people need them for a blog, they don't need them in that good a quality. They can just make them smaller. But try and give yourself a head start with this stuff. It's pretty straightforward to do. We've all got smartphones now. Smartphones take amazing photographs. Get a couple of nice author photographs. Set up a page like this on a website, and then you're good to go. And the more photos, press cuttings, the more information you get, the more you can add to this page to develop it over time.